Who would like more energy? Yes, please. Always after that, how do I get more energy and more awesomeness is questions I'm liking to ask myself. And of course, you want to do that from an internally empowered place. So how can I get more internally empowered energy? Is always a question I'm liking to ask myself. So how do we do that? Especially being fiery people, we got a lot of inflammation. So how about some back burning exercise, which will allow us to nourish and nurture and cool down that fire with the amazing coconut oil properties that has cooling and nourishing effects, so we can have more sustained energy, so we don't have to over exercise and then come back and nurture when we're completely exhausted. So this is one of the things that I've been playing with recently that is absolutely perfect for that. So coconut oil, absolutely beautiful. Chuck it on everywhere. It's got cooling properties. It has nourishing the mucous membrane properties, especially the ears, because they, and in there, get everywhere. Get in the nose, the works. And of course, baby wipe's good for that, because it's so nourishing the mucous membrane, and we've been on fire with that. We're burning it, so we need to do some back burning. So we have some fuel to burn, rather than burning the smoke and whatever stuff is down the urinary tract that we're not aware of just yet. That's the thing. The fiery people, we've got lots of smoke coming up here. You know, we generally acid reflux stuff. So we want to alkalize, cool, and get as many minerals in there as possible. And we've got some ashwagandha powder, which is one of it's one of my favorites, it really is. So ashwagandha is essentially Indian ginseng or ginger, hence the ganda. And it has adaptogenic properties. It's a vitalizer, so it gives you more vital energy. Yes, please. And it stimulates urinary tract and ojas, which is your sexual energy, which is essentially our spiritual energy. That's where everything comes from. So if we can clean and clear that up as much as possible, we have a cleaner, more purified energy, and therefore we co-create that in our lives. Yes, please, right? Sounds good. Totally is. So we want to get stuff into our mucous membrane because we're firing up everything. So we've got the coconut oil, there's cooling properties, and I'm going to put in a whole bunch of ashwagandha powder, because I like the adaptogenic properties, and it's using my mind to say, okay body, whatever you need, go and use it. Here's the resources to do it. That's called being in harmony with your body and therefore the universe. Yes, please. And I've got some shilajit. If you can see that, shilajit is a black resin. That's Ayurveda's best resin, and this is one of the best ways to internally empower yourself, because resins seep into the bones and nourish really deep within, and that's of course where a lot of heavy metals are, and that's reducing our level of conductivity and our nervous system and our thought patterns, therefore belief systems and all that other jazz. Fix it in the body, the mind does very little. So I've got about a teaspoonful of shilajit, little bits and pieces there. We're going to see how that infuses. So I love the shilajit. Everybody loves the shilajit. Doesn't taste very good, so you want to mix it with something sweet. Coconut oil is good. But it's also a potentiator. So when you mixing a potentiator and with a vitalizer, you have the potential for more vitality. Yes, please. And adaptogenic and cooling. Isn't that the perfect combination for everyone, but especially fire people? Because we can put out those spot fires that are in our gut that we don't know are there just yet, because we've been over-exercising, and if we don't have oily skin, we're always trying to put more on because we're on fire. There's a lot of smoke coming out, so we really need to nurture and nourish as many oils, especially in this spring season when the fire season is coming up. So I'm finding it hugely beneficial. I'm putting in so many oils by the tablespoon. Like this will probably do, I'll do in probably 3 days, because it's just, you need to get that much oil in to nourish and nurture from within. So ideally when you're really oiled up, and part of an Ayurvedic Panchakarma process to start before you go through the detox, so your body can allow to get rid of the mucous membrane and whatever other critters and gunk are in that mucous membrane, but we need to have enough oil before the body can have the resources and therefore the capability to do that. Makes sense, right? And of course, I'm always doing detoxing. that I'm doing heavy metal detoxing, and this is a primary detox, which is quite wonderful. I got on iHerb, and you can see some of the ingredients there, if I can hold it still enough. Apologize for that. And so it's got a lot of mushrooms, and chlorella, which is fantastic for getting rid of fungus and replacing with beneficial fungus, and because they're all stuck in the mucous membrane. So I'm just going to put, I don't know, a couple droppers. As you can tell, I'm not precise. I pretty much go by feel with these things. I find it much more comfortable. And then I'm making the decision from my body rather than someone else telling me. So, as always, it's a guide. If your body feels like putting in more or slightly less, go for it. As long as you get the job done and you're benefiting and improving things, then you're getting benefits from it, right? So I'll give you that a bit of a shake. So I've got minerals, I've got adaptogenic herbs, I've got lots of heavy metal detox in there and cooling properties. Absolutely wonderful. And then we're going to see how it tastes. That's quite good. I wasn't sure what to expect in that one. So, of course, it's very beneficial to swish it around the mouth a little. No, exactly. Ideally for, good 30 seconds, a minute or so if you can, because it coats whatever you're putting in there, but especially oil, with your own saliva, and then that produces enzymes that are in the saliva, and then the enzymes in the gut recognize it because it's part of you. This is why, being present and slower with your food and actually tasting it, swishing it around, is very beneficial. Because if you just put it in straight down, the body goes, okay, we're flushing. We're not absorbing, we're just flushing stuff out. Because it doesn't recognize the enzymes from here to here. Because we're very much a gut brain and linked to the mouth in our nervous system. So we definitely want to swish around to absorb, and then we can absorb more down here. So, I'm actually feeling really good with that one. I knew that was going to work. Just, sometimes you get inspiration from your body and your bodily temple that tells you, hang on, I might do this one now. So then off we go, nice and cheap. Get it from supermarket, $7 or so. Ashwagandha, I don't know, it's about $20. For a smaller size than this one, of course. Put in a couple other things that you feel like you want to get into your mucous membrane. What inspires the message from your body inspires you to put into a combination like this. Giddy up. Cooling down the spot fires. Beautiful way to move into the summer fire season. Giddy up.